morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and I am just about to get started with my second part of morning chores. So I've told y'all before, the first thing I do in the morning is take care of the goats, take care of Moody Mildred, take care of Peaches, and the chicks that are in the barn. Well, after I finish that, I go to the Cog Hill school bus where all of our chickens are housed and take care of them. Grab the eggs, take them to the stand, so forth, so on. Well, I've done my first part of my chores already today, and you can tell because the girls and the boys, Tip and Topper, are already out grazing. We also got something else we got to talk about. In my last video, I told you guys that I suspected something from Goldie, and we're going to do a pasture walk and see what we find. But first, my last set of chicks that are in the barn, in the brooder, have got to be moved to the bus, and that is 12 barred rocks. Hopefully all hens, but they are ready to come out. Now, I've already moved the 5 well summers that I had in the back of the bus in the area that we let chicks get accustomed to where they're going to live out their life. I've already released those. That they are in general population as we speak. That area is open, and all I've got to do is get these birds, babies, birds, juveniles, kids, whatever you want to call them, crated up and moved over to the bus. Then we can come back and visit with you-know-who over here. Nugget. And Miss Goldie back there. Goldie, you gonna drum for us this morning? She's not talking. So if y'all saw the video on the main channel the other day, you know that I cooked Jason wings. I cooked him his favorite dish, and I told him that, well, he had to do something for me. And so today is Saturday. Today's a football game day, and Jason's cooking a brisket. So while he gets that prepared and put on the grill, I'm going to take it upon myself to try to move these 12 chicks. Usually he has to get on the back side of the brooder and kind of shoo them to the front. It's a 2-person job. We're going to see if I can't take care of this by myself. And these girls are not the sweetest chicks I've ever had. Every time I go to feed and water them, I get pecked, and that's just not normal. I mean, I don't know if they don't like me or if they're ready to go outside. I don't know what the deal is, but hopefully I make it through this process and can get all 12 of them loaded up. All right, so I was able to get all 12 girls loaded up and put into a little dog crate. Are y'all going to ride as well as Holly does? We're going to find out. I'm going to let the tailgate up so y'all can be safe and secure on your ride to your forever home. So I have a feeder and a water already over here, but they're not filled up. So I'm going to get these girls put in the shade while I fill the water and feeders up. And y'all get to watch some chickens eat scratch for a minute. Are y'all ready for your daily dose of chicken candy? Morning, cheese. But I was going to say, some of the little ones don't feel comfortable coming and eating with the big ones. So I always take some and put it on the other side of the coop, and that way everybody gets a treat. Come on, babies. So I've got them situated in the shade, and they can stay there while I get their feeder and water put in their new home. And as chicks, you want to make sure that they have free-range feed. They need all the feed that they can accept in their little bodies to grow and develop. So some people feed their chickens once or twice a day once they're adults, and that's fine. But we do feed ours all the time. We found out that we don't go through any more feed allowing the chickens to have free range to feed versus feeding them once or twice a day. In our experience, what happens is if they're only fed once or twice a day, they tend to hoard the feed up thinking, well, I got to eat as much as I can to last me until tomorrow. So free range feeding is your choice, but definitely with chicks, they have to have feed all the time. All right, girls, today's the day. I'm going to open y'all's door and then I'm going to step away and let y'all come out and explore your new area. Yeah, the door's open. Go ahead. Go ahead. When one goes, they'll all go, but... Oh, goodness. No, don't go back in. All right, so we're going to have to do a tilt method. Come on, girls. Y'all don't want me to get you out one by one, do you? I was hoping not to have to do this. All right, you go over there. Your friends are... See them pecking me? What is the deal? Look at you. Maybe it's my watch. No, don't go back in. Oh my gracious goodness. Oh, knocked the camera over. Y'all are not cooperating. There's your food, see? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I certainly don't want to hurt any of them, but maybe they'll get the idea if I lean them a little bit. There we go. Come on, got 4 left. Come on, girls. 4 left. 3 left. Come on. Come on. Look at here. It's a brand new world. There you go. 2 left. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're going to stay. Go ahead. Your feet are on the ground. And you're hanging on. Come on. There you go. Now. Now. Got water over on the right side. Y'all are all surrounding your feeder. I'm going to pull it out a little bit so you won't be so jumbled up. All right, girls. I got to go talk to Nugget and Goldie and find out what they got going on. Y'all enjoy your new home. That's a lot of chicks. It's always such a relief to me when I get chicks moved from a brooder to a grow out location. They can have a bigger feeder, they can have a bigger water, more space to run around, and then you don't have to take care of animals in 2 separate locations. So it's a little bit of work to get them moved, but believe me, it's all worth it. Yeah, I won't believe who's going to meet me at the gate. It's almost as if he said, she said she was coming back, so I'm going to stay over here and wait and make sure she stays true to her word. Right, Nugget? Get the gate latch back because I certainly don't need any escape emus. Okay, so he's cleaning my shoes. In my last video, I told y'all that Goldie was showing all kind of signs that she was about to lay. And in her previous home, she laid 2 clutches, one in the summer, spring, late spring, and then one in the fall. Well, obviously, their first clutch here on our farm was not successful. She laid 17 eggs and not one of them was fertile. So, with her showing signs of potentially laying every afternoon, just about dark, I go around and take a gander and see if I can find an egg. My video was recorded on Wednesday and there was no egg in this pasture. So Thursday evening, I got ready and did my rounds after putting everybody up for the night. And y'all are gonna see, well, that my intuition was correct. So here's Goldie. She's decided to join us. She's still strutting. She's still showing those same signs. But what she's not doing is walking up and down that fence. And Thursday evening, when I came over here to check for an egg, she was in the middle of doing her walk. She was walking up and down the fence line. And I really thought that I wasn't going to find anything because I knew there wasn't anything there from Wednesday. So I did my normal walk and something caught my eye. It was not there Wednesday. I'm going to start by showing you guys the previous nesting area, which is right here. Less than 20 foot from where the previous location was, I spotted this pile. And in this pile, you can see that in the center, there is a very precious emu egg. One single egg that I'm gonna put right back the way I found it. Now, Nugget came for a visit, and I'm just gonna say, my intuition was right. Last night, or late yesterday afternoon, I got Jason to come with me, and he and I walked around the pasture, made sure we didn't see another area that there could be eggs. I told y'all last time that she laid every other day, and if that holds true, that would mean this evening there's going to be number 2. So one egg laid Thursday late. Today's Saturday morning. I'm going to come back this evening, Saturday evening, and I'm going to check. And I'm going to keep a watch on her throughout the afternoon, see if she lays number 2. I appreciate everybody's advice as to what you think the best solution is. I told you guys Jason does not want him to sit for 60 days, and I'm in agreement. I mean, my question now is, do I pull the eggs as laid? Do I leave at least one so they don't see that the eggs are gone and find another location? That's going to be the kicker now. Just got a lot of questions to answer. Do we stick them in the incubator? Do we try to hatch them? We can't put, obviously, a baby with them without them actually hatching it. So is keeping one if I incubate it out of the question? And what would the purpose be? Lots of questions to be answered. All right, so we're gonna let these emus be, and we're gonna come back late this afternoon and kind of watch her behavior throughout the day and see if she lays another one. Well, it's 4:26 in the afternoon, and I've been cutting grass for quite some time, and I've been watching over in the emu pasture. Now this is the closest I've cut to where they are, but I could see them walking back and forth. Let me show y'all my viewpoint. So Goldie is the one walking on the far side right there. Nugget is the one walking on the side right here. She's in the area where her egg is currently, and I'm thinking if I watch long enough, I'm going to see her sit down. So I'm going to carry on with my grass cutting while this crew keeps me updated as to what's going on. They heard me talking and they all came. But I think it is just about her time. So stay tuned. Right, crew? Before I head out, I heard Jason come out the side door, and I couldn't let this video go by without showing y'all what's on the grill. His team's not winning right now, so he's not very happy, but I'm happy, Jason.
Why,
you know
Dad?
why I'm happy?
Why?
Show me. Woo-wee! I don't want to get too close because I don't want to damage the camera. But your team may not be winning, but you are.
Maybe.
Look who's here.
Oh, Pink, I was fixing to go feed her.
Pink has come for her evening feeding. Come here, sweetie. Let everybody see you. Yeah, sweet mama. I went down there at the old barn today and gave her a can. So she's fooling us as to needing to be fed. But that's okay, I'll take some loving. I guess y'all are all ready to eat, huh? I'm glad you found the right stall tonight. Usually I have to go out there and herd y'all up and bring you to the right area. But y'all are right here, ready and waiting. And I sure am glad, because I didn't feel like goat wrangling tonight. Now this is a tricky part too, because I feed them in a trough and they want to try to jump in the trough, and I got to try to play goat wrestling to get them to move out of the way. All right, now, there we go. Peaches in her, I don't know what we ought to call it, because that's, I guess the weatherman. Peaches and her weatherman have gone to bed. So that leaves these goats and Jessie and Honey. What you talking about, Honey? She does this every single evening. I call it, she's trying to play in the band, but she just doesn't have it figured out yet. So we gotta shut the goats up. All right, Miss Honey. Very little bit. Just enough to make them happy. And this is what happens every night. That's Jessie's bucket, and Honey's at the wrong bucket. So Jessie tells her, move on, lady. You got my bucket. You know mine's black and yours is red. All right. I wonder if there's a possibility I could see if there's another egg without going in their pasture. I'm in the goat pasture. I don't see them though. I just don't want to be, well, I don't want to disturb them. I mean, I know I'm not going to let him sit, and I'm going to disturb them anyway when I potentially take the eggs or do whatever we're going to do with them. But I still don't want them to think I'm in their business. I don't see either one of them. I need to put a bell on them or something so I at least know where they are. All right, let's see. Here they come. They saw me across the pasture, and here they come. I'm just gonna have to go in here because I can't tell if there's just one or if there's two. So I'm gonna go in and put my hands in the nest and see what I find. So it's definitely Nugget that's coming over to, had to look twice. It's definitely Nugget that's coming over to check me out. And that's okay. Y'all, I can't figure out what I've done wrong now. I've done some kind of zoom where I can't even look at the egg. I think y'all can see it now. There's only one egg. There is only one egg. Hey there, buddy. Good gracious, what have I done? Oh my goodness. I don't know what I've done with the camera. But there's only one egg. Maybe she hadn't laid yet. Maybe it's still too early. But it's 6:30. I mean, I'm approaching my bedtime. I've worked hard today, and I seriously get in the bed about 8 o'clock. So she's either pulling a late one or it's not going to be like last time. Nugget, can you tell me what's going on? You don't have a clue, do you? You just know you're supposed to sit on them when she tells you she's done. And she obviously hadn't told you that. All right, y'all, there she goes. See what she does. She almost looked to me like she turned it. Maybe she was waiting on me to come sit with her while she lays her egg. Very interesting. Now she's walking away. Well, all I can tell y'all is that I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you updated as to if there's another one laid, when there's another one laid, what we're gonna do if there's another one laid. So this gives me another day to think about it. That's a good thing. But we've decided we don't want him to sit. So with that being said, we got to figure out if we're just gonna get rid of them or if we're gonna try to hatch them. I don't know. Y'all look at the cats. Brisket in the middle. She had to say hello, a little meow. And then Bramble over here to the left. And on the right, Sylvester. And it's almost like they are equally spread apart. Like they measured this out to see how much space was in between Brisket, Bramble, and Sylvester. I think y'all did pretty good. Your measurements are accurate. More accurate than Jason's feet. Jason uses his feet to measure, and it's y'all did a better job. Beautiful fall sunsets are here. We just enjoy this time of the year so much. It's cooled off some. The temperatures are bearable to where we can get some things done, and you just don't want to go inside when it's as comfortable as it is right now. A hummingbird moth just landed on me. Can't explain what that is, but Nugget, did you see him, baby? Did you see that moth? You act like you did. No, that's an earring. You're not gonna get my earring today. All right, y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps our channel grow. And share. If you can share a video that you like, maybe that means that somebody else will enjoy and somebody else can have happy thoughts for their day. Y'all be good.